But okay, all right.
Hello.
Let's start.
Hi, Shri Balaji.
Hello, hi. Apologies for not joining last week, but it was really unprecedented that such low network was there at our end.
Not a problem. How are things there now? Rains अभी भी उतनी ही है या पहले से कम हो गई?
No, it's still ongoing. The traffic and network are haunting us like anything.
I think you guys have sent some bit of rain from there to here as well because Jaipur is
Yeah,
also.
we are sending all over India right now. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Srinivasi, we are investors through our PMS fund in your company since a long time.
Yeah.
And uh, we had certain queries about business operations, uh, about how things are looking for this year and the next, to revisit our view and shape the view in light of current scenario. So I
Right.
Abhishek, who is our research analyst, senior research analyst, and he's covering your company in depth. So we have prepared some set of questions. So before I pass on the mic to Abhishek, a couple of questions from my end is that, how is the industry doing? How are things currently in progress, and what is your view of FY26 and 7? Because FY25 was absolutely flat in terms of revenue and maybe a bit of degrowth on the PAT front. So how are the
That's Yeah, so I would say that industry is still growing. The wall industry, I think it is growing. So right now, I think it is still projected at 22.92 billion by 2034. So it was in line. I think we reported somewhere around 18 billion by 2028 in our reports last year or something. But it is still growing. That the I think the CAGR that has been maintained is around 5% CAGR that they are maintaining. And I'm speaking only about the ball wall. So wall as a market, it is much more. So ball wall is one component of the wall market. So I'm sure that the wall market is much more bigger. So currently we visited 2-3 exhibitions. We also have visited US last 2 months ago. So to visit our customers, to understand their feedback, to understand the strategies, and to understand the business itself. So we have been supplying to them from last 13-14 years, but then we were unable to visit them due to many things, though the relationship was ongoing. But to enhance the same and to enhance our visibility, the tour was the same. Seeing the current geopolitical situation that everyone is aware, yeah, though now it has become certain from last 4-5 days that the 50% tariff will be applicable to India. But to all the customers that we are speaking, so who are directly or indirectly supplying to US market, they are saying that they are quite positive. Even though tariffs are there, there might be some whirlwinds or some blockages and some tornadoes, but we will be in a longer term. There are no situations that will impact the business in a larger picture. There will be ways to counter this, and there will be ways on how we can supply to them. So that's there. So we were till now we are getting all positive feedback from our customers itself. So that there might be some short-term blockages or some short-term order flow less, but in overall longer term we will still be having orders. So all our and one good thing that Shri Balaji has, that we have been connected to many customers. We are not dependent on few. So what happens is that we have customers who are supplying to various markets. Apart from US, also there are markets that have been supplying. If you see our exports as well, so I think maximum supply that we are doing is in Europe and Southeast Asia. So more than US, the Southeast Asia is the major contributor for an export sale. But overall, as a global market, US that will send some hurdles to us.
Okay. So your domestic customers are, as a percentage of total revenue, how much are domestic? And out of
But
those,
around 65 to 70. 65 to 70.
okay, 65 to 70% of your revenue is domestic
Yeah, and 30 to 35 is exports.
exports, and mainly you mentioned Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Southeast Asia, Europe, and UAE. That's the major contributor for our export sale.
So your end industry, Srinivas ji, is what which you are catering to? Is it automobile, capital goods? What is it?
No, automobile is zero. Automobile is zero for us. So we cater to oil and gas, we cater to petrochemical industries, we cater to food and pharma as well, or chemical industries, refineries. So what we do is the walls that we manufacture go in multiple applications. So wall is basically a flow control device.
Right.
So even if at your home you use the wall, but whatever we manufacture the components, they are for high end and critical applications. So upstream, downstream, refining, transport, everything. So even if you have an MNGL gas line at your home, the natural CNG gas line at your home, you use the ball walls to control the flow of the gases that flow into your home. But whatever we manufacture, so 1 inches to 24 inches we manufacture. So that's the higher sizes. So that variety of sizes we can manufacture. And
Okay.
also continuously we are developing products for our existing and new customers as well. So existing, currently we are developing a customer a 3 inch to 24-inch butterfly wall components for their European counterpart. So and here we are maximum all of our orders we directly deal with the customers. There is no third party, or we are directly a tier one suppliers.
Okay. So, any ballpark number for FY 26, 27 in terms of where you want to be or where you aspire to be, and based on the current, I mean, like, we are not looking for a precise number, but what is the kind of growth? Because we were waiting for growth in FY 25, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
it was a flat growth. It was a flat growth because no, I think the H1 of 24-25 was really low for us. So, we were not even looking for, it was very slow down for us. At least the H2, we are happy. So, seeing the H1, we were anticipating that we won't be able to meet even the flat growth, but we were fortunately been able to meet the flat growth. And we are also looking for growth year on year, because that's why the vision we have, the capacity we have, the network we have, but it is just leveraging it and then converting it to a fruitful orders. That's what we are looking for right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How is the utilization coming across this year of your capacity?
Around 65 to 70%. The utilization is still there. So addition of new machineries will happen now. So from IPO, our forging capacity has increased, but our machining capacity is still the same. So utilization will be, so one new machine that through IPO that we will be purchasing will be aligned, will be dispatched to us somewhere around October end. So there were some substantial delays in there. So around 6 to 7 months delay in the delivery of that machine. Now that we have given obviously advances and everything. So when this is a one of a kind machine, it's not like a regular CNC VMC where we can go to different brand and buy the similar machine. So we have been waiting. So there are substantial delays from their end, which we are also trying to mitigate, and continuously every month my person is visiting, and it has been expedited in last 2 months. So July my person visited, August till now. Today also my person is in the factory of there, so that to expedite that machine. So that will again enhance our capacities. And still I think 70%, somewhere around 70% is the capacity utilization for Shri Balaji as of now.
Okay, so the last time we spoke, I think that time also the utilization was close to 60-70%, right?
Similar. So then, because the variety of orders that we are receiving, if the quantities is less, so the manufacturing time is more. So what happens that usually if you have a basket of orders, maybe some orders are 200, 300 quantities, some are 1 to 5 quantities, but right now project orders have been more. So the capacity utilization has not, it is improved, but it's a negligible improvement, not a considerable improvement to be reported or to be this thing.
Okay. Okay. So valve industry as a whole is going through a bit of softer period, I would say. Is it so?
Not really, but a bit of it, a bit of it.
Okay.
Because still the infrastructure is growing continuously. So the infrastructure will need walls for sure. but the project orders. So we are seeing a spike in project orders. That means the people are looking for improvement and this thing as well. So I think it is a short term. So maybe they are just postponing their decisions to to see what situations it is bringing to see the procurement cycles, to change the procurement strategies.
Okay. Okay. Any key growth triggers you are waiting for this year?
I think one good market that has opened up few components that we started supplying is for the Russian customers as well. So now that Russia is also starting to buy more walls from India. So one of our customers also has started a new plant dedicated to the Russian customer. So that is in that way also we are seeing some growth that that might happen from there as well. So we are not doing a complete suite of projects for that, but some products we are started developing for them as well. So I think that might one of the this thing. I think there have been continuously domestically also now due to push for make in India and buy in India. So
Hmm.
that is also a good push that we are getting. Even if the whirlwinds of this tariff is there, the the push for the make in India will still grow. And globally also China plus one strategy is still in play. So I think that if they are saying plus one, we don't have much competition for the plus one. Obviously China is a competition, but for the plus one we don't have much major competitions where we will be able. We are also in touch with some Japanese companies now, so they have already visited us last month. So they have done their initial audits and everything, and we have been partially approved. So their process is a long process. So they have partially approved us. Now they are the commercial discussions are going on. Once that are gone through, then the quality team will approve, and then we'll be fully approved for that. And I think by end of this year, I think we'll start working with them too. So there are some positives in this time as well.
And
I think
your
major is make in India and buy in India. That is one other, because all our Indian customers are also trying to indigenize whatever they can indigenize. So we are supplying to various customers. That is there. China plus one is the model for overall global this thing. And internal our domestic infrastructure growth is also triggering to the purchase of walls. So there are few triggers this.
your end customers are basically valve manufacturers, right? Because you're producing component.
Yeah, our customer are wall manufacturers. Their customers are either the EPC contractors, so maybe the erection, procurement and commissioning of projects they do, or the direct customer. So our customers are also suppliers for Saudi Aramco, PDO, and all these major global players. So they have got that approvals and that outreach with them.
Okay. You mentioned defense also in your last year's annual report, and I mean, like I think I've written something on the GRSC front also that a peer got a 24 CR order from GRSC. So are we also supplying to Volvo?
GRSC.
GRSC, one of our peers, has got an order from GRSC, Garden Reach Shipbuilding, on the defense.
Okay.
So are we
Okay.
also expanding to defense? Because I remember from the last year's annual report, I think you had mentioned that we will be opening ourselves towards defense. Any development?
Yeah, so we are working with one customer, and last year, so I think one pilot order was in progress when we were in, during the annual meeting of last year. And this year, I think we have completed 2 to 3 different orders for the different developments we have done for them.
Okay.
But whatever you are saying is for shipbuilding. For shipbuilding, not, but whatever we have developed are for the artilleries and the, some precision components needed for the artilleries. So not directly for shipbuilding.
Okay.
And I was not aware. So may I know which peer has got the order for GRSC? So
Abhishek, can you
I
tell?
think it's basically Mason balls. I think the name has changed to flow control.
no, Quest flow control this, but it
Yeah,
sir,
it's
it
flow.
is not a peer. So Mason manufactures walls. We manufacture wall components again. So that is the major difference that you have to understand. Though they manufacture walls and we manufacture wall components. So Mason or Quest is one of our, we also supply them like a negligible share of them. But yeah, so we supply them components to them. So they are a wall manufacturers. They are not a wall component manufacturer. So you cannot say that they are our peers. So they are our customers, in
So
fact.
what Srinivas ji we wanted to understand was कि अगर मान लीजिए वॉल्व के जो प्लेयर्स है फाइनल वॉल्व मैन्युफैक्चरर्स है इफ दे आर प्रोड्यूसिंग समथिंग व्हिच इज यूज्ड इन द डिफेंस फ्रंट मे बी ऑन द नेवी ऑन द एयर फोर्स और व्हाटएवर एप्लीकेशन इज ऑन द डिफेंस फ्रंट कैन वी
Got it.
बेनिफिशियरीज टू दैट बिकॉज हम लोग वॉल्व प्लेयर्स को कंपोनेंट्स दे रहे हैं वो डिफेंस में आ रहे हैं सो व्हाटएवर मैनर वी वांट टू लिंक
Yeah,
योर
yeah, yeah, yeah.
या सो
So,
उस
so
सेंस में हम
like
आपसे
you mentioned, so we have supplied some stems to Mason, so Quest as well. So obviously, we are aware that they use maximum in shipbuilding. So I don't know, might be whatever they have taken components from us are used in that project or some other project. So
स्पेसिफिकली ऑर्डर की वजह से स्पाइक नहीं आया दैट इज व्हाट यू आर सेइंग राइट स्पेसिफिकली
sorry.
ऑर्डर की वजह से स्पाइक आया नहीं है दैट कैन नॉट बी असर्टेन्ड
I did not get your question. Sorry, can you repeat, please?
सो सपोज अगर डिफेंस में ऑर्डर्स आते हैं वॉल्व मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को तो आप तक वो फ्लो होंगे या नहीं होंगे उसको असर्टेन करना मुश्किल है राइट यू विल नॉट गेट
हाँ,
टू
अभी
या
कैसे
फिर आपको
कैसे होता है
आती हो हाँ
कैसे होता है अभी डिफेंस के लिए भी कोई स्पेसिफिक मटेरियल के वॉल्स लेते होगे अभी मुझे कस्टमर हर एक ऑर्डर के वक्त नहीं बोलता कि ये सेक्टर में जाने वाला है
ओके
अभी देर आर फ्यू ऑफ माय कस्टमर हु गिव टू शिप बिल्डिंग सो हमको डायरेक्टली पता नहीं रहता कि ये डिफेंस में जा रहा है सो
अच्छा
व्हेन आई एम सेइंग दैट आई एम स्टार्टेड गिविंग फॉर डिफेंस आई मेंट दैट properly direct customer who are directly linked to defense so
ओके
yeah.
ओके ओके एंड आपने कौन सा टाइप का बताया कंपोनेंट जो आप बनाते हैं फॉर डिफेंस यू मेंशन बॉल वॉल्स राइट बॉल
नो वॉल्स तो हम लोग बनाते ही है बट हम कुछ आर्टिलरी के लिए कुछ फोर्जिंग्स एंड मशीनिंग उनको डेवलप करके दिया है सो होल्डिंग्स फॉर सम गन्स एंड सम आर्टिलरी के लिए सपोर्ट जो लगते हैं वो फोर्जिंग में हमने फोर्ज करके दिया है they were initially buying from someone who had some delivery issues and everything and then we started giving them that obviously now har ek gun har roz nahi banta hai there are many guns so that so we supply to a customer that customer's customer was DRDO so they
ओके
were giving guns to the DRDO
ओके एंड
yeah
टू अंडरस्टैंड अ बिट मोर ऑन द इंडस्ट्री हम लोगों का जो कंपोनेंट है आई मीन लाइक हाउ क्रूशियल इज दैट टू द एंटायर वर्ल्ड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग मतलब हमारे जो
yeah obviously a
कंपोनेंट है
lot
सॉरी
अलॉट बिकॉज बॉल वॉल जो है
हाँ
बॉल के सिवा अधूरा है और हम लोग सिर्फ बॉल नहीं बनाते हम लोग बॉल बनाते हैं स्टेम्स बनाते हैं आईएसओ पैड्स बनाते हैं स्टेम हाउसिंग बनाते अगर आप बॉल वॉल लेंगे तो हम सारे कंपोनेंट्स हम बॉल वॉल के मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं कुछ कस्टमर्स हमसे सारे कंपोनेंट लेते हैं कुछ कस्टमर एक दो कंपोनेंट लेते हैं कुछ कस्टमर सिर्फ एक कंपोनेंट लेता है सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन देयर ओन प्रोक्योरमेंट स्ट्रेटेजीज एंड देयर ओन ऑपरेशनल स्ट्रेटेजीज सो कैसे हर एक का वर्ल्ड का डिजाइन अलग रहता है किसी के पास इन हाउस कुछ अगर मशीन शॉप रहेगा तो वो बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये कंपोनेंट हम हमारे पास ही बनाएंगे ये सब कंपोनेंट हम बाहर से लेंगे या 100% हम प्रोक्योरमेंट बाहर करते हैं ये स्पेसिफिक साइज हम सिर्फ इन हाउस बनाएंगे
गॉट
सो
इट
दैट्स द
गॉट इट
या
तो इंडिया का वॉल्व मार्केट है पूरा उसमें जो जो कंपोनेंट आप बना रहे हैं फॉर बॉल वॉल्व एक बार अपन एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं वो एज अ परसेंटेज ऑफ टोटल वॉल्व मार्केट कितना है सबसे क्रूशियल यही वाला बनता है ये ऐसा कैटेगराइजेशन कुछ पॉसिबल है तो आप बता पाएंगे
नहीं बॉल वॉल बनता है बटरफ्लाई वॉल बनता है जस्ट गिव अ मिनट जस्ट टेलिंग कि एक मीटिंग चालू होने के बाद आई विल कॉल विद इन एन आवर या या प्लीज गो अहेड
सो जो भी टाइप के वॉल्व्स होते हैं सपोज इंडिया में 5 टाइप के वॉल्व बनते हैं तो उनका टोटल मार्केट से 1000 करोड़ है आई एम जस्ट थ्रोइंग एन आर्बिट्ररी नंबर टू अंडरस्टैंड फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग सो कितना बड़ा मार्केट है उसमें बॉल वॉल्व जिसको हम केटर कर रहे हैं मेनली जिसके कंपोनेंट्स हम केटर कर रहे हैं वो कितना बड़ा मार्केट है और वो स्पेसिफिकली किस रेट से बढ़ रहा है
Nee, ball wall in India, I'll have to check, but it is also growing at a good pace. And good thing is that we are connected with each and every ball wall major ball wall manufacturer in India.
ओके
So Yeah, be it LNT walls, be it microfinish, be it Dell walls. So these are majorly customers, with whom we are connected, and they are also growing at a good pace. So, they don't only manufacture ball walls. So what wall manufacturers do कि सब वॉल्स बनाते हैं. सो अभी हमारे जो कस्टमर है, बॉल वॉल बनाएगा, बटरफ्लाई वॉल बनाएगा, कंट्रोल वॉल बनाएगा, गेट ग्लोब चेक वॉल बनाएगा, सेंट्रिक वॉल बनाता है. बटरफ्लाई में भी देर आर वेरियस टाइप, सेंट्रिक, डबल ऑफसेट, ट्रिपल ऑफसेट. सो कंपोनेंट्स वैसे देखा जाए तो वॉल बहुत है, तो हमको किसको केटर करना, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट.
ओके, ठीक है, ठीक है. आई विल पास ऑन द माइक टू अभिषेक श्रीनिवास जी. अभिषेक,
श्योर श्योर.
Hello, Srinivas ji.
हेलो.
So few questions from my side, sir. एक तो first of all, you mentioned that degrowth in FY25 was due to low H1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I can see the numbers like H1 to H1 is also flat and H2 is to H2 is also flat. Generally, our H2 is better. Is the understanding correct?
Yeah.
So sir, I think both the halves are almost flat to compared to last. So
I agree, Abhishek ji. What I was saying, that the flow of the orders that we were seeing in H1, that did not continue for H2. That improved a lot in H2. So there was a point where we were thinking that it is very difficult even to meet a flat growth. That's what I was saying.
and sir, what were that's completely fine, sir. And what were the major reasons for this slow
I have
growth?
al-
The
so I
fundamental
have
reasons.
So I did mention it already, that few reasons were the Indian elections as well, US elections as well. So everyone was trying to figure out on what tomorrow will be bringing. So after a so domestic market, everyone got boost then, and also the project orders were not very much opening. So I think that is one of the thing that might have changed.
Okay, sir. And sir, also about the decline in operating margin, our profitability margins have been declined, and you mentioned the reasons like there were some high employee cost and higher depreciation. So are these things on in line of improvement? Like if we can see some jump in operating profit margins in the year ahead?
No, I think H1 and H2 operating profits have been a bit improved. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And like for the complete year, like if we see FY23, our operating margins were around 18%, then it comes to 17.2, and the last year it was 15.6. So almost
Yeah.
150 basis points. So like, can we see this
H1,
trajectory again in, yeah.
then I think H1 to H2 it has improved.
Yeah, in H2 it is improved. So
Yeah.
can we expect these H2 margins to flow going forward? So like what are the
I think,
sustainable
yeah.
operating?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I think it will improve as well. So right now, what is happening is, Abhishek, is we are in a exponential growth phase right now. Okay, so we are expanding our capacities, we are involving new machineries, we are involving new team members as well. So right now, that might be the reason that the operating margin has taken a hit. So and also see, the appraisals and everything, we are not a company where we'll see that you'll say that no, 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 appraisals nahi hoge. So for the morality of the employees, everything, so that is still ongoing. And we had taken some bold decisions last year. Some of it worked, some of it did not work. So I'm sure that the margins are sustainable, and I think that it will improve rather than declining with the current trend.
so based on my understanding, I can expect 17 to 18% margins are sustainable, right?
Yeah, 70, they are sustainable, but I think it might, right now we are in the exponential growth phase. So I think it will take a bit time to again reach there, but I will surely reach there.
Okay, sir. And so another question, like high employee cost you mentioned. So we can now see a stable employee cost because latestly you just, I think, filed your annual report. I can see the number of employees is almost similar to last year, right? Around 170, 175 employees.
Yes, yes. The number of employees are same, but from September we are increasing our employee strength for sales marketing team and also for some the engineering team always is same, but I think we'll see one or two members increase in there as well.
Yes.
My focus will be increasing the team for sales and marketing now. So that will be my focus area.
Okay. And so last year also, in I think October and November time, we have started a forging line,
Yes.
right?
So not
So
started. We already had one hammer. We added two more hammers in last October.
yes, we have added two more hammers in the last October, November. So, sir, can you like give me the exact what is our right now? What is our exact capacity, both machining capacity and forging capacity right now?
So forging capacity, we can manufacture up to 75 kgs, 70 kgs of component. Initially, we used to only manufacture up to 28 kgs. So one sizes of ball that we were usually were giving outside that we have started uh, manufacturing in-house. So that is one positive improvement.
So,
And
so
also,
you are saying up to 70 kgs per day.
no. This is per component size I'm saying. So usually per day we can like monthly I think we can manufacture somewhere around 160 to शंभर दीडशे ना महिन्याला नाही महिन्याला किती 150 ना टन हा somewhere around 120 plus ton.
120 metric ton, I can assume it's a monthly capacity.
Yeah.
And what about the machining capacity?
So it depends on numbers. So like I always say that if I manufacture 124-inch component, but if I manufacture so many of 1-inch component, so I cannot really define that. But I'll have to check the numbers. Do you have the numbers ready for this capacity? For capacity. Give me a moment. I'll just checking my system.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. In the meantime, sir, can you throw some light on our third plant also? In your recent annual report, you mentioned that we are also commissioning a third plant in December.
Yeah, give me a moment, Abhishek. Give me a moment. I'm just checking this so that.
Okay, sir.
Abhishek, right now I don't have numbers. So the thing is, like I mentioned, I'll have to dig down for capacity. So ballpark figure is 65 to 66 to 70% are of our capacity in machining plant is utilized. But numbers, it's again, it's really difficult. So because we manufacture from very large sizes, so that's why I'll have to dig down a bit in capacity.
Okay, no issue, sir. And sir, I just want to like, can you throw some light on the third plant?
Yeah,
What
so
is it exactly?
the third plant is beside our forging plant. So what we are thinking is our fast moving or high quantity product lines of balls, stems, and seats. So these are our complementary product lines, and they need a specific focus on the manufacturing. So if we focus properly on those manufacturing, it will also scale up our sales and for the overall product line. So for the third plant we will be dedicating that plant to them, and also we are thinking of some value addition. So forging was a part of our backward integration, so some value addition processes that are needed, some coatings and platings that are needed for the component. So we are thinking of that in near future. Once the plants are streamlined, we are also thinking of setting up that there in there. So 50% of the plant will be utilized again for a machining plant for ball, seat, shaft, and stem. And all other 50% of the space we are thinking of utilizing it for the coating facilities. But that is still in discussion.
And sir, in general, like machining, if we compare machining and forging parts, so which segment caters more operating margin to
Right.
us?
You see, right now, what maximum forging that is used for the captive consumption. So there are
Okay.
very few customers that I supply, just because I am connected with them. I have done some development. So there is very less percentage where I give forging directly. Maximum that I manufacture is for the captive consumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now, if you can like give a brief idea about our order book, what is our current order book and its execution period?
Currently, I think we are booked for next 8 weeks. I think for 8 weeks we are currently booked now.
Okay. And sir, the size of the order book?
Size of the order book is somewhere around 18 plus, but I think it is again an UPSI information, so that's why.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay, sir. And
एक श्रीनिवास जी, जो भी आपको ऐसा लगे ना कि आप पब्लिक में नहीं डिस्क्लोज या उस पे नहीं, तो आप मत करिएगा डिस्क्लोज, उसके लिए मना कर दीजिएगा आपको।
Yes, yes, sure.
so, sir, just like what will be like our growth? We don't want any like specific number, but in FY26 or FY27, what we are aiming for? Like the
So
base is low now, so we should aim for better growth, right?
yeah. I think more than more in next 2 to 3 years, more than 2x. That's what we are aiming for.
In like, so our vision is 2x of revenue in next 3 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
more than that rather.
More than that. So
Yeah.
that will be evenly spread in next 3 years, or some like capacity. We are expanding some capacity and getting some good numbers in later, or
No, this year we are again focusing on capacities as well. So, so if even if the flat growth was there, there were many of our customers who have also done less than that what they were doing last year. So what has worked is, we are able to increase some market share in some customer where the lower market share of other customers was consumed. So that way we have compensated it. Uh, so, uh, so that was the thing. So, but whatever we are seeing, whatever we are speaking to our customer, there is a bit slowdown, yes, but in near future, I think it will be very positive. That's what they are all are saying. So there is not even a single customer who is saying the opposite way.
okay, sir. And sir, almost like 5 months have been passed in this first half. So, like, what is our current view? Like, are these 5 months better than last year, first half?
Yes, these 5 months are better than last first half. Bit more better.
Hello. Hello. Huh? I think
Was I audible?
I think sir, voice is breaking. Can you repeat once again
Yeah,
about
I
the
think
first half?
yeah, the H1 from last H1 is a bit better, a bit better.
Okay. And sir, almost like we have done a good amount of capex, 14 to 15 crore of capex in last 2 years. And this
Hmm,
year also we are doing some capex. So I think
that's
now
right.
our top line, but if we see our top line is almost stagnant. So I think we can see.
Yes.
So just want
Sorry,
to know,
no.
sir,
I
like
think I was
the
unable
amount
to
of
hear.
capex. Yeah, sir. I just want to ask the amount of capex we have done in last 2 3 years. It's not visible in our top line.
Yeah.
Why? That's what I'm asking. Can we see this
That's the
in?
reason. Yeah. I think we'll start seeing it in the near future, and that's the reason I have mentioned that we've also started to focus on more and extensive sales and marketing now.
Okay. Like, sir, our vision is 2x of revenue in next 3 years. So, what are the key like triggers that will be backing this 2x growth? Are we
So,
doubling our capacities?
no, not doubling our capacities. I don't think we'll be doubling our capacities. We will be enhancing our capacities, but not doubling our capacities.
And sir, if I like, if we see our order book, almost it is around 15 to 20 crores of order book, and the execution period is around 8 weeks, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So, like, if we break it down, we can see a 2 crore order per week. So,
Hmm.
almost 100 crore of revenue is, I think, it should be easily achievable. Is the understanding correct
Yeah.
in this year?
Yeah. The understanding is right.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much for your time. Mohit sir, if you want to ask something.
I think so far so good. Understanding has been deeper. I think these kind of calls will enhance our tracking better, understanding better, and maybe you can shape our understanding for future. So thank you for the time, श्रीनिवास जी. And FY26 का एक ballpark number हम लोग 100 के आसपास का projection लेके अभी चलना चाहेंगे, which Abhishek just asked you, and no hard numbers from you, but maybe 20-25% of the growth which can be baked into is what you are indicating. Am I? Are we on the same page? Yeah,
We are hoping for that.
you are hoping. Okay, ठीक है शिवानंद जी. Point noted. Thank you so much for your call. We'll get back to you soon. Bye. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Thank
sir,
you, sir.
for the detailed responses.